A new life in Europe, a dream chased by thousands.
I don't really think you can better it.
It's just amazing living in Spain.
With sunny days and a great way of life, it's easy to see why. Woo! But this doesn't come for free.
To come up with that money out of thin air is quite difficult.
So to fund this life,
oh my God,
expats are setting sail.
He's out, he's gone.
And setting up businesses.
There's mushrooms growing on the wall.
Okay.
On this series, we're with the brave Brits.
Every day's like this at the minute, it's just non-stop.
Run, run, run!
Launching paragliding and restaurants in Spain.
I think there's a future in this for us.
B&Bs and villas in France.
Look at that, like a Ferrari toilet.
But will it be profitable?
There was a lot of happy people here.
Or simply painful?
I want a piece of Spain, not a piece of Chernobyl.
And can the new expats really make their new life in the sun pay?
Job well done.
I'm so happy.
Today, a couple from Scotland moved to a millionaire's playground.
Oh, we'll get to know them. Are you coming up for a brew?
But their plans soon stall.
We think the clutch might have burnt out because the sat-nav sent us the wrong way.
Can two restaurateurs in France
I think that's hot enough.
branch out into a new wedding business?
We haven't got enough chairs.
And that, we need to go and pick some chairs up.
All cutlery.
And that.
All glasses.
And that.
And two adrenaline junkies take a financial risk by becoming holiday hosts.
It did wipe us clean, but we knew it was a good move to make. Well, we hope it will be.
To say France is a nation of food lovers is an understatement. Here, great cuisine is a way of life. With more Michelin-starred restaurants than any country on the planet, excellent food can be found around every corner.
Bon appétit.
Enjoying its bountiful produce are British chef Jo Gell and her partner Alice Barnett, who've been running their own B&B and restaurant for over a year.
Oh, look, these look lovely, some of these. I am so grateful to be here. This is brilliant. It's really good.
This is where we work. It's amazing. It's absolutely spectacular.
They have 4 rustic chic bedrooms in their 19th century farmhouse, as well as a tiny holiday cottage in the grounds.
Right, or I can bring bags in, don't you worry.
The couple's second season is now underway.
We're in the king bed.
You are.
And Richard and Jackie are visiting to celebrate their wedding anniversary.
I should show you the pool as well, but if in the meantime, if you fancy a nice drink.
Oh, it's 5:30 somewhere, yes.
The welcome was really good when we came in. I think they've hit it on the head here, really.
It's almost like home from home, I suppose, in a way.
The B&B is fully booked. And their restaurant is so popular, tables need to be booked well in advance.
How are we looking? We're juggling. We're juggling inside and out. Overall, the last year's been really amazing. We've kind of gone from strength to strength.
But they have a lot on their plates, with Sundays busier than ever.
Sundays are crazy. We're pretty much booked up a month in advance on Sundays. Month of Sundays.
The commute to work. People always book the tables that they like, but then if the weather is bad, we've always got a table inside for people. Today is a little touch and go because I'm not entirely sure we do.
Their restaurant seats 40 people inside, but with more than 50 customers booked in today for Sunday lunch, Alice will need to work hard to keep all the diners happy.
Al fresco dining is part of the reason that we're here. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful views, fresh air, good food.
Today's 4-course set menu includes a duck burger starter, roast pork with all the trimmings, and a sticky toffee pudding for dessert.
You guys are full today, aren't you? Yes. Or this one here, whichever you prefer. And we'll come and get you some drinks. Wherever you fancy.
But as the customers all sit down and begin to eat, an air of calm comes over Alice.
Oh, yeah, that looks great.
And the food is going down a treat.
Enjoy that.
It's got a lovely atmosphere. It's very laid back. It's super food.
Would recommend it to anybody.
But despite being busier than ever, they have ambitious plans to expand the business even further to cater for events.
So we're really pleased to have our new outside dining room. Welcome.
It's really strange what you buy.
It's a bit threadbare as well, though, isn't it? What we're going to try and do is make it magical inside.
Yep.
We're going to put some gels in there. We're going to try and run fairy lights over it and just make it a place that looks like a sort of magical little place.
It will. It'll be
It doesn't
stunning.
look magical at the moment.
But Alice and Joe will have to work their magic fast. In just 1 week's time, they have their first big event booked in, a wedding party of up to 80 people.
And we're not entirely sure that the kitchen will hold up to that. We've never cooked for that many.
And we haven't got enough chairs.
And that. We need to go and pick some chairs up.
All cutlery.
And that.
All glasses.
And that. This event's just going to go really well.
The tiny town of Tarifa is on Spain's southernmost tip. It's where the Mediterranean meets the Atlantic, and for centuries tourists have come to admire its fort built by the Moors and the whitewashed walls of the old town. These days, though, many visitors come for a very different reason: kite surfing. Kite surfing combines the art of surfing and paragliding, with enthusiasts harnessing the wind to power through the water. The unique wind conditions in Tarifa make it the most popular destination for kite surfers in the world, seeing the population double in the summer. Kevin and Lisa Mitchum think this is an ideal place to raise their 2 young daughters, Bella and Daisy.
Do you want to ride the wave on your minion board?
I'm just going to swim. Come on then. Daisy is 5 and Isabella is 3.5. We love that they are surrounded by sport and healthy activities outside nearly all of the year. But it's also a very, very safe place to have children.
Spain in general, you know, real family-orientated society, you know. Stand up, Daisy. Bend the knees, that's it.
And of course they're growing up bilingual, which is just, this day and age, it's such a bonus, especially Spanish and English. I mean, if you can speak those 2 languages, you can go anywhere.
To allow them to live here, Kevin and Lisa are cashing in on that kite surfing vibe with their own school.
That was nice. I forgot I was testing for a customer. I should have only been there a couple of minutes. Yeah.
It's now the start of the summer season, and today Kevin has a stag party from London to teach.
You got your wetsuits? Yeah. You need a harness, don't you? Yeah. Okay.
First job, getting experienced surfer and groom James suited after a night out.
Yeah, it's a good nightlife, and yeah, we had fun last night, so yeah, it's good.
And with a busy beach, Kevin has to keep an eye on even the most experienced of clients.
Sport's getting more and more popular, so beaches get a bit more crowded, and you've just got to even think about other beach users, you know, be aware of them and respect them. So yeah, you ready to get wet then, yeah?
Yeah.
After a few minor adjustments, James is off.
He's a little bit close for comfort with the other kite. Anyone else apart from James, I'd have stopped them, but he's so talented that even after a while of not kiting, he just got straight past him.
And after 30 minutes, James has managed to blow away a few cobwebs.
Oh, that was awesome. That's cleared the hangover 100%.
It's the best way, only way.
Brilliant.
A friend of mine often says, oh, don't you get bored teaching people all the time? But, you know, it's the chance to get other people involved in this sport. And just to be in a location like this, you know, beautiful weather, one of the best spots in the world for doing it, it's quite a privilege, really.
It's a business Kevin is passionate about, but like any outdoor sport, it's seasonal and they need to make money while the sun shines. So to help secure their future here, the couple have taken a huge gamble.
It's actually quite unusual to find a property this size in the centre of the old town, so we were really curious to have a look at it. We got it really quickly, almost before we knew what we were doing, and it's the first time we've ever bought a property before, so it was quite scary and quite nerve-wracking.
They've bought this 7-bed townhouse for €270,000, which includes a stunning terrace in the shadow of the local castle. A property like this would be well over double that in the UK. Kevin and Lisa have now invested a further €10,000 to turn it into a self-catering apartment for kite surfers.
This was horrible when we first bought it. They had really old units in here that, again, had probably been in here for like 50, 60 years. So we've got the rooms here. This is one of our smaller rooms. We haven't done too much in these rooms. We've just tried to paint them, freshen them up, and then just lots of little details. Because we don't have the money to do it to very high quality, we thought that's why the shabby look might look quite nice. It's just an excuse to use old wood and sand it down and things like that.
This house has been transformed from an outdated townhouse to a trendy guest house they hope will pull in guests, but it's come at a cost.
Yeah, it was a huge financial commitment, wasn't it? Because
It really was.
when you buy a property over here, there's 10% stamp duty on whatever you buy, and then putting the deposit down and all of that.
It did wipe us clean, yeah, but we knew it was a good move to make. Well, we hope it will be. That's the idea anyway.
But Kevin and Lisa will only know if this has been a good move if they manage to get the bookings through the door. Andalusia in southern Spain, a playground for the rich and famous. There are the beautiful high-class marinas like Puerto Banús and Marbella mooring some of Europe's most expensive yachts. And there are traditional hillside villages that are magnets for millionaires. One such place is Frihillana, voted the prettiest village in Andalusia. It also boasts some of Spain's most exclusive homes. In fact, there is even a street known locally as Millionaires Row, with stunning houses for sale like this one.
It's a lovely house. It was built 2006. It is about 286 square meters. It has 4 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, a big pool. It's for €997,500.
With properties ranging from €750,000 to over £3 million, most could only dream about owning a home here.
They're all alarmed and everything, aren't they? They're British in there, aren't they? Because they've got to beware of the dog.
But now 2 expats have a plan which they hope will allow them to hobnob with some of the richest people in this part of Spain.
UK plate.
Oh, we'll get to know them. Are you coming up for a brew?
Got PG tips, cock.
Derek and Donna Riseborough are about to swap a 4-bed in Fife, Scotland for this luxurious villa. It has 5 bedrooms, 2 living rooms, a stunning pool, and 4 outside terraces.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
Every morning, waking up, going to the terrace and pinching myself
Yeah,
that it's actually real.
I know.
But Derek and Donna aren't buying this, they're renting it. They'll live on one floor and lease the downstairs to holidaymakers.
The villa is actually on the market for €1.4 million. That's way outside our league. But we have got a long-term rent deal with the owners. Over the year, it's €30,000. If we get 75% occupancy rate, we could make €30,000.
We have taken the other route, which was pretty clever, everybody thinks.
As well as the villa, there are also 3 self-catering cottages or fincas, another income stream Derek and Donna think they could cash in on.
People will say, why isn't everybody doing this then? Well, perhaps people haven't thought of it. You know, I don't know.
It's now July. And today's the day Derek and Donna are saying goodbye to Britain.
It's 10 to 2 already.
Yeah.
The ferry from Portsmouth to Cherbourg is ready to leave.
Feels real now.
Yeah, it's real.
We've waited 6 months on this.
Yeah. It's here. Leaving all our family, and that's hard. Family and friends, but yeah, it's exciting, isn't it?
Crazy enough that we might miss the cold weather, the snow,
Who knows?
the rain.
I don't think we'll miss much else, to be fair.
Local chip shop.
Maybe. España, here we come.
After 30 hours travelling, Donna and Derek are on the home stretch.
A complete other world from the UK, innit?
Until the couple get the keys to their new villa, they're staying in an apartment near the picturesque town of Competa.
Sharp right and then pull into the left.
Its narrow, winding streets are part of its traditional beauty.
Look at that.
Oh, it's pretty, isn't it?
But it seems they're also a little confusing.
I don't think this is right, love.
It's definitely,
Sure
yeah, it's definitely take me down here.
Do you want me to bring the mirror in?
And after an impromptu brush with the locals, there could be another problem.
We think the clutch might have burnt out because the sat-nav sent us the wrong way, and it sent us right into tiny alleyways. It's fine. I'm forever an optimist. It's fine. No smoke. You can't see any smoke here. Nothing to see.
But once the cars cooled down, finally they're back on track.
Well, that has given everybody some drama back home to have a giggle at.
And can settle into their temporary home.
Oh yes, this will do us for 6 weeks. Oh,
Room review.
I'm glad to be here. Really glad to be here.
It couldn't be any different than Scotland.
Our temporary home is a bedroom, nice and clean, good. We have a lounge area, TV freestanders, that's the main thing. Through here must be the bathroom. Yeah, I don't know if that's been used or not. This is totally temporary. It's just a base. The goal is the 6-week end date when we can move into our big villa. Can't wait.
Just a few days later though, and there's a huge blow for the couple. Before leaving Scotland, they booked and paid for a removal firm through an agent they found online. But the removal firm never turned up.
We've paid them and they can't be contacted. We appointed these through a central company, but they're taking absolutely no responsibility for this at all and are washing the hands of it. So you're going to ring them right now, aren't you?
The couple of points really for me phoning this morning. I'm really disgusted that no one called us even a week ago. You've got that information that this company have taken money now and they're not delivering the goods. You fixed me up with that company and they're not returning calls or emails. Can you get a manager to call me and come up with some sort of solution?
This is a big problem for the couple. Not only have they lost their £1,500 booking fee, but they may have to fork out for another company to pick up their possessions.
To be hit with a £1,500 loss and possibly to pay another £1,500, that's £3,000. That's quite a bit of our budget taken up this year.
During the winter months where we're probably more than likely not going to get any people stay at the villa, £3,000 is a big hit. It is a big hit. You know, if we don't start getting bookings, it's going to be a bit of a problem.
We've got money in the bank, we'll just have to live on.
Tins, beans.
Yeah, beans, egg, toast.
It's really not what they had in mind for their new life in sunny Spain. Can anything be done to put things back on track? On Spain's southernmost tip, Kevin Mitchum and his wife Lisa are building a life in the sunshine. To diversify from their kite school, which winds down over the winter, they're renting out their newly renovated 7-bed townhouse.
The views that you have, you've got the castle right there. I mean, it literally looks like you can touch it. And then if you come to the other side of the terrace, there's the big main, they call it the Alameda, the big main plaza is just here where the palm trees are. Just a great place to sort of sit and watch and be located. It's really central.
It's now summer.
I thought we'd do a salad.
And they have finished renovating the property.
There's another one of those.
So Kevin and Lisa are throwing a rooftop party for friends and neighbours.
Bella, do you want some agua? See?
It's a great opportunity to show off their new pad.
From here we can just see across the port, and just there, that's Africa on the other side, that's Morocco. You can pretty much give them a wave.
And get some initial feedback.
The house is incredible. I love all the original features. I like the way it's all been kept.
It's been stratospheric, I think, the amount of improvement that's really happened to the place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they must have put loads of time and effort into it.
A big one for you.
But it's all very well impressing friends, quite another to persuade the paying tourist to visit. And competition in these parts is fierce.
One of the things that does make us nervous, obviously, is there has been an explosion, particularly in the last couple of years, and suddenly there are just hundreds of rooms that you can rent. People have turned their garages into small apartments. I mean, they've just sprung up all over the place.
This business needs bookings. Today, they're in luck. The Flint family have checked in for a week's stay and have also arranged surf lessons with Kevin.
It's a big weight off to see the bank balance going up a bit and not just everything going out. So just managing to squirrel away a bit of money now for the winter. So it's yeah.
This booking will bring in over €2,000. And down at the dunes, Stephen Flint and his 2 children, Dominic and Mariel, are ready to get going.
He paraglides and he paramotors. Yeah, because it's just another sport that he hadn't perfected. So he was like, right, let's do it. Kite surfing.
Next big thing.
Kevin is still teaching Stephen how to control the kite in the wind, so he isn't quite ready yet to ride aboard on the water.
Certainly it's a great way of spending a holiday. Warm sun, warm seas. Learning something new and exciting. I recently retired, so I'm going to chase dreams, not money.
But while Dad's still learning the ropes on the beach, son Dominic appears to be a natural.
Oh, look at him go, that's absolutely fantastic. That's what you come for. He's doing really well and he's loving it. You'll sleep well tonight.
We've got to go a long way.
That way!
Next, it's Mariel's turn, and Kevin carefully guides her out. She tries hard to follow in her brother's footsteps, but doesn't do as well today.
That was really fun. I think it's quite scary to get enough power in the kite to get you up off your, get you up out of the water. So it felt good to be going for it.
By the end of the session, there is no doubt that Kevin's customers are all very satisfied.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Good
all
day.
got up today, all on the board, yeah?
Yeah, it was a good day. Everyone's quite similar and everyone's progressing along the right learning curves. So more of the same tomorrow and we'll get them really up and riding, I think.
Tarifa is an awesome town. If you want to learn to kite surf, it's like kite surfing heaven.
Yep, High Five's the place to be. It's all happening here.
The place to be.
It's been a great session. But in this industry, just as quickly as things are on the up, they can come crashing down. This year, Kevin and Lisa have been finding that bookings for the kitesurfing lessons are lower than previous years, and the guest house still needs more bookings.
We've taken some advice for our website, and they advised us to make a few changes on the way we were advertising. And it was from that point that the bookings went right down. Like we were only getting 1 or 2 hits a day on the website, and it turns out that they told us to make this change, and it meant we were only advertising in Cadiz and nowhere else in the world. So only people in Cadiz could see us. So that's definitely affected the bookings for this time of the year. We would have hoped to have been much more busy in June and July.
With many customers coming from all over the world, it's vital this business markets itself to a wider audience than just the local area. Kevin and Lisa just hope they can solve the problem and get back on their feet. Down in the Dordogne, Alice Barnett and her partner Jo are now almost ready to branch out from just running their restaurant and 5-bedroom B&B.
It's definitely going to stay up for the summer. It's
Unless it blows away. It's not going to blow away,
possibly not the prettiest of structures, but we're going to try and make...
We will make it pretty.
They have invested €1,000 in a marquee to stage large events and have a wedding in just a week's time.
This place has so much potential. And it's brilliant that we've got all the different spaces, but you are always constantly wanting to expand to a certain level. We will stop at some point, right?
And never wants to make it easy for themselves, Jo and Alice are expecting 80 people to turn up for the wedding.
I think last year we were just finding our feet with the B&B. We still haven't got that right, but we're trying something new because obviously you need to kind of expand before you're ready to.
It's just a really nice venue for a do. And we have so many people booking for weddings and anniversaries already, don't we?
On the plus side, this year the couple have a more experienced team.
We haven't expanded our crew. What we've done is change them to adults rather than teenagers. Most of them have no sense of urgency, and you need a sense of urgency here. You know, when the stuff hits the fan, you really need to, pick up and go. And the team now are brilliant. Stop and put them sides up. I don't want those sides. They look horrible.
OK, we'll go say.
Yeah. Mel?
She hates them.
I hate the sides, yeah. Stop putting the sides up, please. I like it like that. It looks structural and it's nice. No more sides.
It's the day before the wedding and disaster has struck.
Splosh, 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 splosh. Yeah, ridiculous. So yeah, this is unusable.
It's rained for the last 48 hours and Jo's bargain marquee now has more holes than a Swiss cheese.
The marquee, we might as well have erected a sieve. It'd be more useful for sort of passing my soups than it would be for keeping the weather out. It rains more in here than it does outside.
There's absolutely no way that we can host a wedding in this marquee.
It seems like they need another plan.
Our plan B is having it in the restaurant.
It's now our plan A.
That's true.
So now they just have the small matter of getting up to 80 guests in their tiny restaurant.
The big change with the weather is really affecting us, so we just need to make it look really gorgeous in here.
Plus they also need to sort out the outdoor bar area.
We're going to take a little walk around and do logistics as we walk around. Do you want to bring a piece of paper and a pen?
Yep.
Do you think tent, umbrella?
Yes.
Or do you think tent, umbrella?
No, I think red tent there.
Red with red.
And then 2 umbrellas next to each other.
OK.
Because they look nice together.
But at either end, there would be some kind of symmetry there as well, right? No? OK, you're saying that. All right.
With the weather so bad, they need every umbrella and covering they can find.
Well, first of all, let's get this whole front cleared. We need the 2 olive trees. We need to make like an entrance to the place so it looks like a wedding and not a crusty festival. And then, yeah, so all of this cleared. And then we need a covered walkway, basically, from there to the bar, because this is going to be a pay bar. Oh, dear. That didn't sound good. Has everyone got a leg?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep. Ready to go.
Go.
Let's go.
The outside space seems to be coming together, but Alice has concerns about how to seat everyone inside.
We really want to provide a great service to everybody that comes in the place, but we're a tiny bit out of our comfort zone now with this many people.
Seriously, it can't take that long to pour a beer, though. It might just be that it's not chilled down. Or it might be that. I didn't actually turn the keg on. A wedding is really, really important. You know, it's your big day, and you know, so it has to be special. It really does, and everything has to be thought about. Every detail has to be thought about, and I think that's the only thing we can't control is the weather.
The beer tent is up, chairs and extra tables moved into the restaurant. The kitchen team are busy preparing the food for their biggest party ever. As for the weather and the marquee...
If this marquee is still here tomorrow morning, I'll be amazed.
Well, at least it's got like a nice air vent now.
Well, I suppose that's one way to describe it.
Hey, it's our first wedding. It's going really well.
What could possibly go wrong, Alice?
In the Andalusian hills, it's been a sleepless night for expats Derek and Donna.
The loose goat that was
Yeah.
crying up and down our street at 3 o'clock in the morning. Farmer Giles chasing the goat.
I slept through all of that.
Oh my God.
No, you maybe dreamt it.
No, honestly, I didn't. Honestly, I wasn't
Did you know
seeing
it was a
things.
nightmare,
I
really?
saw a young goat.
But it's not just the goats that have kept them awake. They've been waiting to hear news about their missing removal van, and thankfully the news is good. The agent they booked through refunded their payment.
Them footing the bill for the removals now is just fantastic.
Yeah.
That would have been a bit of a disaster, really.
Yeah, it's
so
good.
that was really good of them. Get you right!
With their money back in the bank and moving day edging all the closer, excitement is setting in.
On September the 1st, when we get those keys.
We've got the champagne on ice already.
Yeah.
Going to get the keys and I'm going to run, I'm going to jump in that pool.
Yeah, me too. And then we get our first guests the day after we get the keys.
Following day.
So it's going to be quite nerve-wracking. However, it's going to be fabulous.
Fantastic.
Isn't it?
And now the big day has finally arrived.
It's moving day. Hip, hip, hooray!
With the car packed to the brim with all their stuff, it's now time to say adios to their humble surroundings and hola to a life on Millionaires Row.
Done.
I'm going to miss 0 from here because, you know, it served its purpose, but we've had enough now. So, all I need to do now is move this furniture back and then go and get the keys.
And after a quick stop, they're finally ready to move.
Got our keys. We've got our keys, everybody!
No, you do it. You
Shall I
do
do
it.
it?
You do it.
You do it.
No,
You
you
do
do it. I ain't carrying you over the threshold, by the way.
Oh, God, no. You'd break your back. This is it.
Lovely.
All the hard work starts now.
Yeah.
And who could blame them for being so excited? Their new surroundings are a world away from their old life.
It just feels so right, so good to be here, and I just can't wait to get started. I keep having to pinch myself, but we're actually living here now, and we need to make this business a bloody good success, so let's get cracking.
But with their first guests arriving in a few days, how will Derek and Donna cope with their new roles as high-end holiday hosts? At Kevin and Lisa's kite surfing school, it's been a slow summer.
Anytime you've got 2 hands on the bar, you're getting pulled further away from the board. So just get in that position early.
Problems with their website meant the business has only been advertising locally, not globally. So worryingly, the bookings are at an all-time low.
It came straight on the back of having to do the whole rewire of the house in the wintertime. So we were down to absolute zero. We were scratching around trying to pay the mortgage for a couple of months.
It got a little bit tight, didn't it? It's a bit stressful.
The website is now fixed, but they've lost 3 months of advertising. And now there's another problem, and one that's not so easy to solve. Gale force winds have brought a halt to all kitesurfing, which means all Kevin's classes are on hold.
The wind's just gone absolutely crazy in Tarifa. It's just way too much. It can happen at times.
Kevin doesn't want to lose business, so today he's brought his customers 100 kilometres north to Marbella. But they're not going to be kitesurfing. Today, they are wakeboarding. This involves being pulled along on a wire while balancing on a board.
As long as you can get over the pull of the first few metres and get riding, it's really good practice. So, you start to learn that skill of being on a board without having to think about moving the kite and that sort of thing.
Kevin's students find that wakeboarding is easier said than done, though. And next up is Harmon from the Netherlands, who is a little wary.
Harmonator.
But Harmon's takeoff is brilliant.
It's looking quite good now.
And he puts it down to Kevin's expert guidance.
He's a really good teacher. Really, really calm, really relaxed. Yesterday was my first day that I did some riding and it made me really having fun in the water instead of being afraid of some stuff. The thing is, straight parts went really easy because I could just hold on one hand and relax my shoulder.
It's important to be able to not just be on the edge, to be able to move yourself like that on the board.
At the end of the session, Kevin decides to have a go himself.
Lend your board out to people. You can never get your car seat back to the way you like it off someone's really.
Much to the amusement of his fellow instructor, Rich.
I can't get him off there, he's like a little boy. He doesn't get much time to play. It's normally me doing the playing.
It's been a great day, and Kevin's managed to find a way to keep the money coming in when faced with poor weather conditions.
Everyone's happy, and we'll go home now and think about kiting tomorrow.
But the couple are going to need more bookings for both the lessons and the guest house if they're to keep their dreams alive. In the tranquil countryside of the North Dordogne, Alice and Joe are having a far from relaxing morning.
What? I've got to fix the shower. In the garden room. Oh, is it probably broken? Air.
In just 7 hours, the wedding party will descend on Alice and Joe's restaurant and B&B.
Oh, I think that's hot enough.
There's a mountain of work to get through, and a few problems in the mix too.
The shower in the bridal suite is leaking. Somebody sent me 3 different coloured washers. I don't know what to do with that. Is that how they work? I have no clue. If I just squidge that in there, do you think that works? I don't know. Oh, OK. Phone call. Will you come and fix the shower for me? I gave it a really good try for about 30 seconds. Is that OK?
With help on the way, Alice can focus on seating the wedding party.
So, numbers confirmed today of 52 adults and 7 children. But that's what we've had confirmed from the bride, and I think with weddings, a lot of people don't RSVP always. Most services that we do, a lot of people that turn up. So it's the turn-ups we're like, right.
There may be fewer guests than expected, but Alice can't rest on her laurels.
If another 10 people turn up tonight, I'm in trouble. No question.
Jo and her team are working out how to serve so many people at once.
The way we've designed the menu today as well is that it's not as complicated as it normally is. I think I have a tendency to overcomplicate things on a
After an amuse-bouche of croque monsieur, mini Yorkshire puddings with beef and salmon blinis,
yes.
The starter will be ham and melon that's been soaked in the local liqueur.
Our main is a duo of duck. There's some magre, which is some duck breast, a manchon, which is the wing of duck which has been confit. It's also coming with a cassoulet, which is like a white bean, and stuff. Some green beans, which will be tossed in garlic butter, and some dauphinoise potato.
All of that followed by caramel eclairs, lemon tarts and chocolate brownies. Meanwhile, in the bridal suite, handyman Brian has come to the rescue.
I know it's not my strong point. So.
Alright, now let's get a pair of pliers on that just to tighten it up. Right, let's see what's happened. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Nothing is wrong with that, Brian. I'm deeply ashamed that I couldn't actually do that myself.
There you are.
Just in time for the arrival of the newlyweds.
Congratulations! Look at that blooming frock! You look absolutely stunning.
And there's good news. With no extra guests turning up, Alice can relax knowing everyone will fit inside.
I think we have a party on our hands. Yay! But no, it's gorgeous. Plenty of wine. Really nice atmosphere.
And the kitchen team are putting the finishing touches to the grand wedding breakfast.
We wanted to go very French. We wanted to go very of the area, if you like. Hence the melon, which is from the Charente, goat's cheese, which is local as well, the duck, which is very of the area.
It's been fantastic. We've had a fabulous time. The venue has been magnificent. The food was outstanding.
Best of all, obviously, the dessert. It was the best dessert I've ever tasted.
Joe and Alice, they would never let you down. They would never, ever let you down.
It's been brilliant.
Now all 4 courses have been cooked and served to the wedding guests. Jo must turn her attention to the all-important wedding cake with a twist.
They don't want to go to the expense of having a wedding cake made because it's incredibly expensive. The cheesecakes are good. It's like a cheesecake. We've got blue cheese going in the middle there. And I've got some heart-shaped cheeses. Oh, I've got this heart one to go on the top. Then I've got some more heart ones to go around the edge, in theory. I think I've even made the mice look sophisticated.
It's been a tough few days getting this rural retreat ready, but their first big event is a roaring success.
I was so stressed this morning, thinking how was the wedding going to go with all of the logistics, and we didn't know quite how many people were coming and quite where we were going to sit everybody.
Do you know how many people came?
Absolutely no idea.
I think it's been a real success. And everyone's out there dancing now and having a nice time.
Though today has been a triumph, there are grander plans afoot. Can Jo and Alice keep up the pace and push their fledgling business in this new direction? Next time, the cupboards are bare at this Spanish holiday home.
There's no cups or plates. There's not even any cutlery.
None of that was in their budget at all.
No, I know.
2 French restaurateurs face their biggest ever service.
Logistically, getting 80 people's meals out fast is really going to stretch us.
And there's a tough booking at the kite surfing school.
If it's not happening by the end of this lovely holiday, I might have to put a stop-loss on it.
Can this expat instructor turn his pupils' fortunes around?
Well, favourite part of the job is just taking them from, hopefully, 0 to hero.